All right. Hey, it's been a while. Here we go. 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 Yeah, it's been a long time since you've heard of BOV, but you've got one tonight. This is 5.9 earthquakes at convergent plate boundaries. Look right here, this little tent city. Looks like this might have taken place, probably somewhere like Haiti. Let's find out. What damage is done to the people's lives by earthquakes? You know, we saw today in one of my classes that tsunami video that took place in Japan. Holy cow, the amount of devastation that was caused in just a short period of time. Absolutely remarkable. In a large earthquake, hundreds or thousands of people may die. Many more may lose their homes and livelihoods. After a large quake, the world's attention turns to help the victims. But soon there is another disaster in the news, and the world's attention turns. People may be left homeless due to an earthquake for many years. Convergent plate boundaries. Earthquakes at convergent plate boundaries mark the location of the subducting lithosphere. The motion of the lithosphere as it plunges through the mantle causes the quakes. At greater depths, the plate heats up enough to deform plastically. You know, that's that asthenosphere becoming that moldable, malleable, plastic-like quality to be able to bend. Convergent plate boundaries produce earthquakes most of the way around the Pacific Ocean basin. Excuse me. Ocean convergence. This is OCOC. Earthquakes in Japan are caused by ocean convergence, or OCOC, as we said in class. In this part of the Pacific Ocean, oceanic crust subducts beneath oceanic crust. This creates as many as 1,500 earthquakes every year. In March 2011, the 9.0 magnitude in Tohoku, earthquake struck off northeastern Japan. Damage from the quake was severe. Even more severe was the damage from the tsunami generated by the quake. The tsunami is an enormous ocean wave, or set of waves generated by an underwater earthquake. In all, 25,000 people were known to be dead or missing. And this is exactly the kind of devastation that we saw today. Look, these are people. Look at that. This entire area just literally just wiped off the face of the earth. Just incredible, the amount of destruction. This lone building right here. This almost looks as if that's the structure that video was made today from. That's really what it looks like. A map of the aftershocks is seen here. Let's go ahead and click right here. We'll see if we can see it. Wow, look at all of those aftershocks in Japan. Look at this. Right here off that northeastern coast. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's go back. Oops. So, here's an article about the earthquake. You can go to 5.9. You can read that yourself if you wish. Here you can see that devastation that was created by that quake. I mean, unbelievable amount of damage. OCCC. Listen carefully. The Pacific Northwest of the United States is at risk from a potentially massive earthquake. The subduction of 3 small plates beneath North America produces active volcanoes, the Cascades. The region also experiences earthquakes. However, large earthquakes only hit every 300 to 600 years. The last was in 1700. The quake had an estimated magnitude around 9. A quake of that magnitude today could produce an incredible amount of destruction and untold fatalities. An image of the earthquake epicenters beneath the Pacific Northwest and the depth to the epicenter is shown here. So let's take a look at it. Right here. Here we can see right now, this is Washington State. And you can see right here all these earthquakes that are in this particular area. The triangles represent the different volcanoes. in this area. Amazing. Now, continental collisions. The collision of two continents also creates massive earthquakes. Many earthquakes happen in the region in and around the Himalayan mountains. The 2001 Gujarat, India earthquake is responsible for about 20,000 deaths, with many more people injured or made homeless. So we got some important vocabulary. We got tsunami. Tsunami, of course, is nothing more than a giant series or a single giant ocean wave that literally can crush an entire town. Summary: earthquakes occur all along the subducting plates as it plunges into the mantle. All three types of convergent plate boundaries produce massive earthquakes. Doesn't matter if it's CCCC, OCCC, or OCOC, it doesn't matter. They're all going to produce earthquakes. Subduction zones around the Pacific Rim are responsible for many of the world's earthquakes. All right, very good. What you're going to do right now is you're going to direct your attention to some questions that I'm going to have posted as a link on tonight's assignments page. You all have a good night.